So he was so proud. That is the fundamental problem here. Because Lord Brahma is Prajapati, Lord Brahma's son. He has been given the power to procreate and is being made a Prajapati head, even though he had certain faults. So continued on, one sacrifice, big sacrifice engaged. Mm, there he did a great blunder, which means when he entered the assembly, he was already a famous person. He has definitely some pious and some qualification definitely is there. Um, but and then it is mentioned that as soon as he entered in the arena, all so many personalities, great personalities, were still there. His power is so much illumination. Their power is diminished. But Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva is above. Lord Brahma is his father, so he didn't get up. Lord Shiva also didn't get up because he was also exalted. He's meditating on the Lord. But Daksha took that as offense. We never liked Shiva pretty much from the beginning because this is the Bhogaiswar Prasthana Aparota Chersam Yavasayatma Gupta. One who is too much intoxicated by his beauty, austerity, charity, and opulence, strength, many of these material things, then he doesn't know where he is, what is happening in the world. He's seeing from his angle. So he's colored with his blindness. So bodily conscious. That's how he's seeing that. Lord Shiva also saw he doesn't have any clothes. He doesn't have any residence, so he's always weird looking and so many different ways. He was thinking always so much externally conscious, not internally conscious. So that's how. So he didn't accept. Since Brahma said it, so he gave his daughter. Otherwise, he was not interested in giving. So in that consciousness, when he entered, he saw Lord Shiva didn't get up. Then immediately, that generally happens. When he already don't like the person, the devotee or not devotee, then anything they do are little bit, the assumptions are already there. Immediately, conflict, immediately, wrong consciousness will go on. Immediately, the words, agitation and anger, frustration, those things will automatically come up. For a devotee, there is no liking, disliking. He is seeing everybody as, no, there is no enemy. Everybody is friend only. Everybody is part and parcel of Lord only. Only who is not properly situated, then these things automatically arise. Things. That means that. So we have to take lots of deeper and deeper association of proper advanced devotees. That is the problem. Dakshas, that is the main problem. He is not properly taking the proper association of devotees. Naturally, his anger, lust, greed, all these are not subdued. Deeper association. Deeper association, you internalize it, you pay attention to each and every word Sadhu says, Guru says, and you try to follow it. You assimilate it. If you don't understand, you go back to the person and you ask them. Then only. In this life, one can perfect, one can go back home, back to Godhead. Canto 3, chapter 25, verse number 20 to 25 is clearly laying out the ground. Lord Kapila is telling Mother Devotri how to purify ourselves and go back home, back to God in this life, very life. So, how to come to Mat Seva Pada Abhiratha, Mad Iha. How one can come to coming to the shelter of lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, and attaining it in this life, in this very life, they will attain. If they take the associations on. Only way they can remove this pride, unwanted consciousness, is only by taking the deeper association of a sadhu who's day in, day out practicing it and realized it and is actually relishing it. Done with love. The service, the chanting, the hearing, everything. Also, everything is doing with love, not with some other consciousness. Is loving it because it has come from the blessings of a sadhu. So that's how we are. That is the point. That is the real lesson from this. That means we have to take association, right association. So that means we have to see their practice. What are they practicing? Are they practicing or simply only talk is going on? So accordingly, we know. According to that degree, there is Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, Uttam Adhikari. You can associate, definitely. It is to do, we associate with the devotees, anybody and everybody, no problem. So those are practicing, those are even chanting one time. But more association, you have to give time to those who are more advanced, Madhyam Adhikari. And then even further, deeper, you have to at least give some time regularly, on a regular basis, every week, every month, with those who are fully in alignment with Prabhupada, what is he teaching, what Prabhupada Goswami is teaching. They are completely absorbed. So they are so much, they can't do without it. Every day they are doing it for the pleasure of previous Acharya. And with them we have to associate even more. More so than Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttamadhikar, even more. We have to pay serious attention. How you welcome them, how you serve them, how you look at them, how you cooperate with them, how you offer obeisances with them. So many things you have to consider, especially with those devotees who are completely dedicated their life, they are serving, and they are also fully aligned with Prabhupada's teachings. So that is the real answer problem to this solution. Otherwise, we can't go back. We may practice it, we can't go back home, back to God. We can't purify ourselves. Chapter 15, verse number 5, if you look at that verse clearly laid out. And Prabhupada is in this, I think, 325-24 verse. Prabhupada is talking. So, on that point, that how to purify this proud. Prideness is there even as we practice devotional service. Either position or our practices or austerity, so many things we are proud of. Not only the Aksha, it is this quality is there. How do you avoid it? How to remove it? Only way is by taking the shelter of these devotees. 325, 24. Very important verse. Out of five verses, in that chapter, five verses are prominent. 20 to 25 or 26 are very prominent. Sadhu's quality. Who is the sadhu exactly? How do you know? There are many, everybody we call sadhu, sadhu. But who is exactly the real sadhu? Who is that person? Who is that self-reliance? Who is that advanced devotee? So explicitly stated, those six verses are describing. So with them, when the qualities match these things, these six verses, then we know is at the pure devotion level, at the topmost level. And then closer to that is the next level, Madhyamadhikari. Lower than that is the Kanishtadhikari. So this is how we know. So now with that context, let us begin this 4318 and we will give the examples of that. Proper examples also. Hopefully, if Krishna gives me the memory. नैतादृशानां स्वाजनां विपेक्षया गृहान् प्रतियात् anavastita atmanam anavastita is the first important thing. Mind is being disturbed. So Lord Shiva is telling, oh mother, oh my wife, Sati, don't go to the place of Daksha, your own father. Generally, you can go, relatives, friends, father's house, no need of invitation. But in this case, you can't go because he already is envious. He doesn't like me, and his mind is disturbed, and he's angry. So if you go, it won't be good. So as per if you get instruction from Guru or advanced devotee sadhu to do not to do certain things, it is ideally we have to avoid it, not to do it. If you do, definitely reaction will come. So because this is advanced devotee and guru, so when we do opposite, then naturally Lord doesn't like it. Then things won't happen properly. So it will reverse will happen. So that's why we have to be that instruction. Also we have to take a abhyagatan vakra diya abhichakshate. This is vakra diya, another problem. Second problem here. Vakra diya means his intelligence is contaminated. So to purify the intelligence, we have to look at the chapter 3, last verse of Bhagavad Gita of chapter 3, Karma Yoga. Krishna is speaking. Intelligence has to be sharpened. Then again, you have to go back to the association and here in the association of devotees. So then we can actually purify the intelligence. This intelligence talked about in the last 18th chapter also, verse number 53 to 58. There also, the intelligence is very, how to purify our intelligence. Otherwise, moodadhi, that means dull. It has become so dull that you're always in the wrong consciousness in everything we do. So that has to be purified as well. So then only lust, anger, greed will go away. So that because of this vakradi, then his mind is disturbed. Because of that, he is also angry, amarsha. Aropita Bruvir is raising his eyebrows against Lord Shiva. He is supremely auspicious. He has no fault. Prabhupada talks about a few verses before that, where he says he doesn't have fault. He's seeing Bhrigu and these two personalities, both Nandis, his own side, opposite. So both are finding fault and countercuts. He waited for some time. He thought maybe at least they will realize it. They didn't realize it goes on. He just became silent and he moved on. And so he didn't say anything, he moved on. So that such is the exalted character of Lord Shiva, and he's finding fault with that. So because he has wrong consciousness, then it's easy to find fault with anybody. So as advanced devotee, sometimes will find fault with Guru also. Yes, this even in our movement also, these things are there. What to do? Because Maya is so strong, it can enter in anywhere, to any person. It doesn't matter whether sannyasi or anybody. It can enter. So that's it needs a lot of constant, lot of practice, lot of submission to Prabhupada and Acharya. It requires. Then only these things can be avoided. So otherwise it's very difficult. Naitadrishanam swajana vipekshaya grihan pratiyad anavasthitatmanam ye abhyagatan vakradiya vichakshate aropita brubir amarshanakshivihi. So Lord Shiva is telling Mother Sati, so our wife Sati, that don't go to his house because this is what is going to happen because he doesn't have a proper consciousness even though you are his daughter, so it won't be good for you. So that's why please, so follow my instruction and don't go. That's what happened, and the reaction we know already what has happened. Sati had to give up. He acted automatically because he knows. Shiva knows. Advanced devotee can see past, present, future. What is going to happen? So the Guru also knows. That's why we have to follow. Translation by His Divine Grace, Jai Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. One should not go to anyone's house even on the consideration of his being a relative or a friend. When the man is disturbed in his mind and looks upon the guest with raised eyebrows and angry eyes. When Prabhupada went to Mauritius, some devotee invited or something, president or prime minister or chief minister, small island, 50% plus are Hindus or more, practicing at least favorable to Krishna consciousness. Ramdas or Ram something, Ram Lal was the president. So that time Prabhupada went and he arranged everything. So he gave his own limousine and everything. So wonderful, reception, whatnot. But when Brahman Prabhu went someplace and then he saw in the TV that what is he doing? Is it opening a chicken farm, cutting the ribbon? That's where he was busy. He didn't give time. He was busy, so Prabhupada couldn't meet him. What is he doing? This is what he is doing. And Brahman Prabhu told Prabhupada, this is what is happening. Then immediately Prabhupada said, no more, I'm not meeting with him. It's not proper for sannyasi to meet the person who have no, is coming from Hindu background and is doing this. So directly on the TV, everywhere it is. So that means it's not proper. Prabhupada didn't accept. No more. We're not meeting him. So they did some other thing. Then Prabhupada went back. This happened. So that's why it is very important. In what constant one Prabhupada didn't accept in few other places, also few other in past times also Prabhupada didn't accept. Or Prabhupada didn't accept even the invitation to go there also. So many things you have to consider. This happened even when Prabhupada went to India. Gaudiya devotees. And there also it happened, this thing. So nobody came. When Prabhupada first, suppose everybody came to welcome, not a single God brother came. One God brother, Puri Maharaj, supposed to come, but some disciples told, no, you are very senior. You should not go. He should come to you. So because junior or senior, when one is an advanced, such a transformational work has been done, significant work is done, then what is junior and senior? So that then nobody went. Prabhupada heard it, Prabhupada so let then the prasadam, everything, then they sent their disciples. They didn't come, they sent their disciples. Then they came and told, prasadam program is arranged here, please come. Then Prabhupada told Guru Maharaj that, no, we'll not go there. Take to the place where you're all staying, living. So Prabhupada went there. So you can understand. Even though invitation has come, why didn't he accept? Why didn't he go there? Because when you have a wrong consciousness, when you don't accept the work what is being done by your guru, whatever, same guru, Shri Lion Guru has told certain things, what is to be done. His main instruction is to preach the Western world. When that is not accepted and you didn't do, and when somebody else did it, you don't accept, you are not favorable, then so you should not go. Same thing. It's the same teaching. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also did that. King Pratap Rudra, when he generally king is materially opulent, is in a different consciousness. So it is not sannyasi's job to go and meet him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied multiple times. Even it came from many different devotees. Sarvam were great devotees, it came. But he didn't accept. When he saw that he was grooming in internal Radhayatra God, Lord Jagannath Radhayatra God, then he saw he was softened. Then when he was instructed Lord Nityananda Prabhu and others, Maldu Ramananda Roy, then his heart was more softened. When he saw that by Nityananda Prabhu's device plan, then when he sent his son, he became exactly look like Vaishnava. He was still beautifully looking, and he was so much was captivated by his Vaishnava etiquette, Vaishnava looking. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was more softened. So in this way, then he accepted. Then he was ready to meet. Otherwise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also not ready to meet. So this is an important principle we learn from Gaur Lila. Many instructions are there like this, so that we understand this particular point. Why Lord Shiva is telling is good for us. Many people may invite so many things. It could be anything, So we have to see many things, or you minimize the time. Marriage, there's so many things people will invite. We have to consider, is it favorable to Krishna consciousness or is it not favorable to Krishna? What should be the proper etiquette? If you don't know, then you should ask somebody. Somebody who's properly realized and understood the subject matter, how to progress in devotion. Then accordingly you make the decisions. Or from friend and family obligation, accordingly you make decision. So you minimize the time. Many things you have to consider. It's not easy to progress in Krishna consciousness. You go on doing the same things, what you learn, life lessons from so much materialistic angle. And you go on doing it, then you can't progress. Everywhere block. You can't develop any taste to chanting. Whatever you do, whole day you do certain things that affects. And you wake up and you chant, there is no taste. Why? Because the activities impedes or chanting. Activities impede your hearing. So many things it will block. You already have a preconceived notions. Naturally, it doesn't sink into the heart message. These are all the problems of what Daksha's lessons. It is all applying to us. We all have these tendencies. Then we have to carefully study Prabhupada books and hear Prabhupada lectures, and then our Guru's lectures. Then we try to understand that where we have to do what. So then we can actually improve our consciousness and we give pleasure to the Lord and Guru. Otherwise, we won't be able to do it. And result will be we can't go back, come back to Godhead. We may not even continue devotion service also. That also can happen if you continue to do mistakes after mistakes. So these are things we have to consider. One should not go to anyone's house, even on the consideration of his being a relative or a friend. When the man is disturbed in his mind and looks upon the guest with raised eyebrows and angry eyes, ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं देनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णव की जय नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, टॉपिक सदाशिव की जय. Such an exalted Vaishnava, it's a wonderful opportunity to discuss and glorify this personality. So we discuss the fundamental problem is this nirmana moha, here moha, illusion with pride. Nirmana moha, jatasanga, the faulty association, has taken too much, is intoxicated with pride, wealth, beauty. So because he has done already one sacrifice, he's already cursing, already has happened. He has already done. Against Brahma, against all the instruction, he walked out from the assembly. He didn't pay any attention because of anger, wrong attitude, wrong consciousness. Not only that, after that, again, still he continued on that post. Now, Brahaspati Sabha, Vajpayee, two sacrifices, big sacrifices. That's when Sati heard people going, demigods going with different ornament, jewelry. This festival is happening at her house, own house. So she wanted to go. So then the Lord, knowing Shiva, already this happened, incident already. So he doesn't want more problem for her. For him, is not because he's not taking those reactions to his heart. He's always on meditating a supreme lot. So that's why for him it is not a problem, but for her it will be a problem. So that's why he's giving that instruction. So then what do we do? 15.5 Nirmana Moha Jatasanga Dosha Adhyatma. One cannot surrender if he has prideness, he has false ego. Then how do you correct it? Only way correct it is this is the verse. Or look at the Mother Devavati has been told by Kardam Muni. Sorry, Kapil, Lord Kapil. What is he telling? Ta ete sadhava sadhvi, O Devavati. Please take the shelter of sadhu, sadhava. What kind of sadhu? Sarva Sangha Vivarjya has no fault. Sarva Sangha Vivarjita. And not only that, Sanghasteshu Atate Pradhya. Seek their association regularly, deeply. Sanghasteshu Atate Pradhya. Sangha dosha hara iti. Why? Why should I take? Because it will remove all the perennism, especially the pride will be checked. Lust, anger, greed. Otherwise, there is no possibility. It cannot go away. It cannot go away. That is the point. Oh, my mother, oh, virtuous lady, these are the qualities of great devotees who are free from all so attachment. You must seek attachment to such a holy man, for this counteracts the perennial effects of the material attachment. Yes. We try to, the burden, the anxiety, many things we think we try to satisfy it, just like Prabhupada gives wonderful examples. You take, you're carrying it on the head, then you bring it another shoulder, or in the hand. You think, I'm now happy, try to adjust your miseries and, by drinking, by eating, by going vacation, many things we try to adjust this way, that way. But actually, you can't adjust these things with this suffering, because only way you can, by taking the association of advanced devotees such as sadhus only, actually you can contract. Otherwise, there is no possibility to contract. We can do all other things. It won't get us away from it. So that's a, we need pushing. Prabhupada gives another example. It is the reviving Krishna consciousness means you already have a dormant Krishna consciousness, but it has to awaken like you push the car. When the car is stopped, you have to somebody has to push it. It has already, because the engine, other things are there, then otherwise car will not even move, even if you push it. That pushing is from the sadhu. The push has to come. So that then we wake up and chant. Then we hear regularly. Or then we do service with attention observation. Then we follow the instruction, many things. That pushing has to be there from the advanced devotees, sadhu and guru and Prabhupada. So this has to be there. So even to the extent Prabhupada gives even example at the Brahma Bhota stage. Brahma Bhota Prasannatma na sojita na kankshama sarveshu bhutesu mad bhaktin labhate param. That means he has already come to pure devotion service. Actual real service starts from there. Prabhupada gives a wonderful example that just like a person is sitting in the hospital bed, he is also eating, he is also sleeping, he is also drinking, but it is not the same as the healthy person. So the same thing, the real devotion service starts when it comes to the pure devotion service, then your actual real service starts. So otherwise you are eating, you are sleeping, you are doing, but actually I have not come to that healthy state. So this Brahma Bhota Prasannatma is healthy state. That's when actually your real service to the Lord will come. So that's why one will be taken to enter into a planet where Krishna is performing pastimes. You'll be born there, you'll be trained there. So and then you'll be taken to the spiritual, majority of the 99% cases are like this. And then you'll be transported to spiritual world where you know already everything, how to do, what to do, service and everything. So in this way, we can understand this point. So here the association is clearly defined, is given, and Prabhupada tries. That's why we have established this Krishna conscious society. Kapila Muni herein advises Mother Devavati that if she wants to be free from material attachment, she should increase her attachment to the sadhus or devotees who are completely free from all material attachment. In Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, verse number 5, said, who is qualified to enter the kingdom of God? It is stated, Nirmana Moha Jatasanga. This refers to one who is completely free from the puffed up condition of material possession. Daksha has exactly the same thing. At least I have this. So I can relate very much. So only we have to keep continuing it. Solidly, rock solid faith on Prabhupada and Guru, and exactly whatever they instruct, we have to do it. It's going to be extremely difficult. Everybody will put the roadblocks. Anybody and everybody, so many will put. But we have to move on, march towards it. No matter what, I am here to satisfy Prabhupada and Guru. Doesn't matter whoever is going to put up. So I'm relying on them only. So then you go on doing it, and then slowly all the pride, everything will go away. Otherwise, it cannot go away. If we slack in it, it cannot go away. Nobody else can do what Prabhupada does, what Guru does. Nobody else can do. Their quality is different. So than anybody else. So that's where we have to pay a lot of attention. Uh, this refers to one who is completely free from puffed up condition, material person. A person may be materially may be rich, opulent, respectable, but if he at all wants to transfer himself to spiritual kingdom, back home, back to Godhead, then he has to be freed from this puffed up condition of material possessiveness because that is false position. The word moha used here means false understanding that one is rich or poor. In the material world, the conception that one is very rich or very poor or any such consciousness in connection with material existence is false because this body itself is false or temporary. A pure soul who is prepared to be freed from this material entanglement must first of all be free from the association of three modes of nature. So that's why we have to consider many things in day-to-day basis. Where we go, where we not go, how much time, everything we have to consider. Otherwise, it affects. Our consciousness at the present moment is polluted because of the association with three modes of material nature. That's it. Asevayam prakruter gunanam, another verse in this chapter. So, this is what Asevayam prakruter guna gnanena vairagya vijrumbitena yogena mayyarpitaya bhaktya mam pratyagatmanam iha avarunde. So, because of this asevayam prakrutaya guna, we associate with three any activity related to three modes of material nature. It's not related directly to devotion service. It affects our consciousness, like it or not like it. So we have to be very careful of that. Jnanena vairagya vijrumbhutena. Then you can't come to the pure devotion. It becomes very difficult. It is advised Jatasanga, the one should be freed from the contaminated associated three modes. Bhagavatam, this is confirmed. A pure devotee who is preparing to transfer into the spiritual kingdom is also freed from the association of three modes. We have to seek the association of such devotees. This is the point we are raising. For this reason, we have begun International Society for Krishna Consciousness. There are many mercantile, everybody seeking also, businessman, IT man, smart goals, specific, measurable. That has to be applied in devotion service also. It has to be measurable, whether we are advancing, what another is blocking, which position, which stage I am in. Specific, it has to be specific. It has to, our treatment has to be taken properly, attainable, repeatable. Are we repeatedly doing the chanting? Whole day are we chanting? Many things we have to consider. So, what is not allowing us? What is blocking us? Not to remember the Lord, not to remember the chanting. So, what is blocking us? Where are we going wrong? Many things we have to consider. We can't go just monotonously, 16 round done, so service done. Like that, we can't go. Then you can't come out from three. We can't come out. But there is no association which helps one to get free from all material association. If anyone has reached the stage where he must become free from the material contaminant, then he has to seek the association of devotees wherein Krishna consciousness is exclusively cultured, exclusively, not here and there. Uh, One can thereby become free from all material association. But time is up. But consider these verses. Uh, 3:25-24. Please read again purport 3:25-27 and the 34th verse also. Mat pada seva abhirata. How much we have? Very deep association with the Lord's lotus feet, serving, and same thing with Guru and Prabhupada, any one of them. So, more important to serve Prabhupada and Guru's service, whatever they give, whatever they instruct us to do, are they represented, and that will bring us back to this shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, because Lord wants to see how much we are deeply attached and serving His representatives first, more than Him. So then naturally all the mercy will be given, will be freed from this pride of Daksha, and then we can happily accept all the pure devotees, whether it's Sadasiva, Hanuman, so Prabhupada, Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad, it's every pure representative we accept and we serve. So we cooperate. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Vandana Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktam ki jai.
Haribo, thank you, Krishna Prabhu. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and week ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsingo, Jai Nrsingo, Jai Jai Nrsingo, Praladesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bhingam, Ugravira Mahavishnu, Jalantam Sarvatomukham, Nrsingam Vishanam Bhadram, Mrityu Mrityu Namamiham, Nrsinga Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, Vanchakalpataru, Kripa Sindhu, Bhaya Patitanam Pavanebhayo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, वैष्णविंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे 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 बोल।
Krishna Namanda Prabhuji. Thank you, everyone. Hari Hari Bo.